Dear students, today we will discuss class 10 social science chapter number 3, nationalism in India. Let's explain. Question number 1, part A. Why growth of nationalism in the colonies is linked to an anti-colonial movement? Answer: colonization affected people's freedom and nationalist sentiments surged during the process of struggle against imperial domination. The sense of oppression and exploitation became a common bond for people from different walks of life, and this resulted in the growth of nationalist ideals. Thus, growth of nationalism in the colonies is linked to anti-colonial movements. Part B: how the First World War helped in the growth of the national movement in India. Answer: during the First World War, the British Army conducted forced recruitment from rural areas in India to finance the defense expenditure. High custom duties and income tax were imposed. Also, during 1918-19 and 1920-21, crops failed in many parts of India, thereby resulting in acute food shortages. All this caused extensive anger and opposition against the British colonial rule, and the national movement of India headed towards a stronger, more definitive direction. Part C: why Indians were outraged by the Rowlatt Act. The Rowlatt Act was passed hurriedly through the Imperial Legislative Council despite opposition from Indian members. It gave the government autocratic powers to repress political activities besides allowing it to detain political prisoners without a trial. For 2 years, the Indians were outraged by this act, and as it was clearly undemocratic and oppressive and hurt national sentiments and dignity. Part C: why Indians were Part D: why Gandhiji decided to withdraw the non-cooperation movement. Answer: Gandhiji decided to withdraw the non-cooperation movement due to various incidents of violence perpetrated by the masses, especially the Chori Chora incident in 1922, where the people clashed with the police, setting a police station on fire. Gandhiji felt that the people were not yet ready for a mass struggle and that satyagrahas needed to be properly trained for non-violent demonstrations. Question number 2: what is meant by the idea satyagraha? Answer: satyagraha was a novel method of mass agitation. The idea of satyagraha emphasized upon the power of truth and the need to search for truth. It suggested that if the cause was true and if the struggle was against injustice, then physical force was not necessary to fight the oppressor. Through non-violent methods, a satyagraha could appeal the conscience of the oppressor by the power of truth, which was bound to win. Write newspaper report on the Jallianwala Bagh massacre, the Simon Commission. Answer: Part A. On 13th April 1919, a large crowd gathered in the enclosed ground of Jallianwala Bagh, some to protest against the British government, government's repressive measures, others to attend the annual Baisakhi fair. These people were unaware of the imposition of martial law in the city. General Dyer, the commander, blocked the exit points from the bog and opened fire upon the innocent citizens. Dyer's intention was to produce a moral effect and terrorize the terrorized satyagrahas. Hundreds of innocent people, including women and children, were killed and wounded due to this indiscriminate firing by the British soldiers, which ultimately led to nationwide outrage. Jallianwala Bagh incident was the most brutal incident in the history of India. Part B, Simon Commission. The Simon Commission was constituted by the Tory governments in Britain under Sir John Simon. The objective of the commission was to look into the function of the constitutional system in India and suggest some constitutional changes. But nationalists in India opposed the commission because it had not a single Indian member. Therefore, when the Simon Commission arrived in India in 1928, it was greeted with the slogan Go Back Simon. All parties, including Congress and the Muslim League, participated in the demonstration.